Mind the gap.
What's going on, Wizards? This is Tony. I'm back for match 3 with the Abzan rally deck. I've actually got a buddy who's a sub for the channel helping me out with this one. We're going to get you game 3 with, he told me it was a Dragon's List, but I don't know, like, the color combination he's using, so we may see some interesting play here. I'm going to be on the play. Yay, for once. Let's see, we've got Double Gather the Pack, a Windswept Heath, a Swamp, Elvish Visionary, Hangerback Walker. Yeah, I kind of like this. We'll keep it. We're going to start off with a Swamp, and ship the turn. Shouldn't have had so much pizza. Alright, Nomad Outpost, so we're looking at like a Mardu Dragon's List. Alright, this could be a good match. We just got a Canopy Vista. Alright. New library. Go grab ourselves a forest. And we could either play the Elvish Visionary or the Hangerback Walker. I feel like right now just playing the Elvish Visionary is fine. Rally the Ancestors. Nice. Alright. We've already got one white source for the rally, and we've got 2 Gather the Packs to help fuel it really nicely. So this is looking like a pretty decent starting hand for us. Like 2 turns into the game. Now, granted, we don't know everything that he's got or what he's going to be doing. Soulfire Grandmaster. Alright. The lifelink on the Soulfire Grandmaster could be a major problem for us. We've got a Bloodstained Mire there. We're just going to play the Canopy Vista for now. And I think we will play the Hangerback Walker first. That way, if he does decide to swing with the Soulfire, we can double block it, potentially kill it, and get a Thopter token. And that way we can try and take the Soulfire off the board before he gains too much life with it. Because if he gets too far ahead with the life gain, then we could either be in for a really long match or just a sorry, I'm getting messages from people. Some of our fans have actually are actually on Cockatrice and whatnot. So, yay, awesome! Like, it's cool because after this match, I'm basically going to be playing a bunch of games with you guys, and that's pretty awesome. Well, there's the Soulfire Grandmaster Life Drain that we were worried about. We can't tap down the Hangerback to make it a 2/2 and block right now, so I think we're just going to take the 2. And see what we draw into. Alright, we got a Liliana. That's not bad for us here. Lose 1 from the Bloodstained Mire, and we will go get Smoldering Marsh, yeah. Now we've got a choice. We can either like double gather the pack and start filling up the graveyard for rally, or we can play Liliana and have a mana up for Hangerback. And I kind of like that because he'll probably use another removal spell on Liliana. And if not, like, we've got a 2/3 lifelink blocker of our own to block Soulfire Grandmaster. Alright, no land. 3 mana for a Crackling Doom. Alright, in response, we're going to pay 1 and put a second counter on the Hangerback Walker to make it a 2/2. We're going to take 2 damage from the Crackling Doom, but then we're going to sack the Hangerback and get 2 Thopters. And Liliana flips because a non-token creature died. And create predefined token of zombie. And set her yellow counters to 3. And we got a Cinderglade. I was really hoping for another white source, but it'll be okay. For now, we've got all sorts of tricks and plays. We're going to start off with Gather the Pack. Yeah. U-top 5. And reveal top 5 to Chromatic. Blister Pod, Catacomb Sifter. I think we're going to take the Catacomb Sifter here. And move the rest to the graveyard. And next up, we're going to go ahead and play the Catacomb Sifter. Create an Eldrazi Scion. I'm going to tick Lily up to 5 to make both players discard. I'm going to discard the Collected Company, and I can hold on to Gather the Pack. And now that I've got 2, I can now I've got Spell Mastery. I can choose to take 2 creatures instead of 1 and generate some actual like card advantage off Gather the Pack for a little less than Collected Company. Granted, Collected Company advances my field presence, but I'm already pretty decently ahead on the field. So that's done, and we'll go ahead and swing 4 at him. And he's taking 2, 3, 4. Alright, and now we're just going to ship the turn. And next turn, if I do get a white source, I'll have 6 mana, so I can, well, technically 7 mana because of the Scion. Alright, he's going to exile Liliana, and that's okay. That's not the worst thing that could have ever happened. Wooded Foothills, nice, so I can go grab the, ping, go to 10, come on, View Library, Canopy Vista. Alright, now that that's the case, I can pay 2 for Gather the Pack, view, top 5. We got a 2 Grim Horospecs and a Catacomb Sifter, which is not terribly great. That's not where I wanted to be. Reveal the top cards to Chromatic for 5. I was hoping to see a Zulaport Cutthroat and a Grim Horspex. Or Zulaport Cutthroat and mtgo Husk, excuse me. But we don't have any of those. So instead, for now, we're just going to take the Catacomb Sifter and the Grim Horspex. And send the rest of these to the graveyard. And, no. Does not come into play. There we go. Another non-token creature, yeah. So, right now our best bet really is going to be the other Catacomb Sifter, because we'll be able to scry whenever a creature dies, period, versus the Grim Horspex, where it's only non-tokens. So, attack step, and swing with everything. So we'll be swinging for 7. Block, he's just taking 7. Alright, we're going to ship the turn. And there's a Thunderbreak Regent, alright. Now then, alright, he's shipping it back to us. We got a Cinderglade. We're going to play our Grim Horspex here. And right now we really need the Zulaport Cutthroats. That would help us out a fair amount. Or an mtgo Husk for that matter. Like, either one of those would work nicely, because then we could start, we'd have 2 things we could sack to draw cards off the Grim Horspex. And whatnot. But we do have plenty of damage on board. Actually, I'm going to leave back the Thopter tokens so that I can have 2 options to block his Thunderbreak Regent. Alright, since he's going to block the Scion with the Soulfire Grandmaster, I'm going to sack that in response, so he doesn't get to do life drain off of it. And the zombie will die to damage, and that's fine. We're going to view the top 1 card, Collected Company, and that's fine. So I'm not going to scry anymore past that. Soulfire doesn't deal any damage here. Soulfire doesn't deal any... He's not actually going to be able to deal damage because the creature that he would deal damage to isn't there. Like, I sacked it when it was declared blocked. So instead, he's not going to get those 2 life gains. Yep. Yep. And that's very important for us. No problem. Damage step. I'll lose my 2/2, and he's going to take the 5 damage, which he already calculated and whatnot. So main phase 2, we don't actually have anything to do for main phase 2, so ship the turn back over to him. See what we got. 5 mana. Sarkin. Alrighty. Is this thing? Yeah, he does have haste 20 plus 1, so he can +1 and swing, what, 8 on me right now, which is pretty ballin'. It requires me to block with 1 dragon per Thopter, basically. And then he can swing with Soulfire Grandmaster, which would take out my Grim Horror specs, but it'd still get to gain him 2 life. Let's see, next turn I can have Collected Company, and I could rally for 2, but that's not terribly impressive. We're totally going to block this and go to 8. End step, untap, draw. Got our Collected Company. And now he's wide open for the crackback, which we can crack him for 7, 8. So we only need 7 more damage off after the fact. We're gonna go ahead and attack with everything real quick. Damage. -8. Alright, main phase 2. We're going to go ahead and cast Collected Company. You top 6. Zulaport Cutthroat, mtgo Husk, Blister Pod. We're going to get the Zulaport Cutthroat and the mtgo Husk here, and then move the rest to the bottom of the library in any order. And next up we're going to pay 3 and sack, rally, and set X to 2. View Graveyard. That means we get back our Hangerback Walker, our Elvish Visionary, and our Blister Pod. And that's also a 1 drain off the Cutthroat. Elvish Visionary, Hangerback Walker all comes in. We get to draw a card. We got another Hangerback. This Hangerback immediately dies, which drains 1. And then we have enough sacks. And yeah, he already said GG. GG. So we're going to... Oh, he conceded for us. Awesome. Sideboard unlocked. Against him, our Fleshbag Marauders probably do some decent work. I'm going to cut 2 Blister Pods because I don't think it's terribly important to have the 1-drop here. And what else do we drop? Either a land or like a Gather the Pack. One of the two. Gather the Pack's going to help us find all the creatures we need, though. So, granted, he seemed like he might have a bunch of spells, especially with Soulfire Grandmaster, so maybe we want the Duress or the Deadbridge Shaman over the Fleshbag Marauders. He's ready to start. Let's see what we got. We're just going to drop a 3rd Blister Pod. It puts our curve a little higher, but we can still find everything off of Collected Company and we usually don't have a problem casting Rally for 5, so as it stands, we should be okay. Let's see, we got 5 mana, plus Grim Horspex, and then mtgo Husk. I'm kind of inclined to keep this because I've got all the mana I need, but alright, I will keep this. View top card of library. Do our scry 1, and we got a Windswept Heath. Nice, that's all I needed to see. Okay. Alright. Alright, he's going to lead off with a Bloodstained Mire. And I'm also going to lead off with a Bloodstained Mire, but I'm going to go ahead and crack it. Swamp. And ship the turn. Alright, he's going to get a Smoldering Marsh, and it's actually not a bad strategy to do things that way. Like, when you start your next turn, it's going to come in untapped, and it also gives you some option on, like, which land you want to fetch. Alright, we got an Elvish Visionary. That's nice. Pop the Windswept Heath and go to 18. Play ourselves a Forest. And we're going to start off with the Elvish Visionary. Got mana up, so I'm going to give him a chance to respond. Like, I know it's going to resolve, but I just want to know if he's going to do anything in response. We got our Grim Horspex. Alright, so we got 2 Grim Horspex, and that's pretty solid. We can start playing those and have a decent offensive start, and if he decides to burn anything, like, that's a great target for him to try and burn, and especially since we've got 2 of them, it's kind of like wasting his removal spells on him without actually having them wasted, so that's pretty dandy. We don't need the white source for Rally the Ancestors yet, so I'm going to hold off on the fetch land, and we're just going to pay 3 for Grim Horspex. And now he's either going to burn the Elvish Visionary, or let the Grim Horspex come into play and not care. Responses. Any responses? Just checking here. Nothing. Alright. Awesome. Swing 1 at him. Even up the life totals a little bit. We'll go to our end step. Next turn, if he doesn't play a creature or hold up some removal to get rid of something combat trick-wise, we can... what's he got? Thunderbreak. Alright. Alrighty then. Since he's tapped out... Ooh, I got Liliana. Nice. We're gonna go ahead and play our Wooded Foothills. And I'm actually just gonna go ahead and play another Grim Horspex to keep our card draw going. Because this way, no matter what he blocks, like if he blocks anything, I'm still gonna get to draw a card off of it, and that's not terrible for us. So we're going to attack. Basically, it just gives him less incentive to block, but he still will, and that's fine. We're going to draw a card, get a Forest, and we'll ship the turn. I'd really like to use this for a Canopy Vista to start getting white mana ready for a rally, but we need the double black to cast Liliana, so I'm inclined to just go grab another Smoldering Marsh, or a Smoldering Marsh. He's got a Draconic Roar to burn this away, and it's going to also deal 3 to us. Drop us down to 15. So yeah, between everything, we're basically going to be at 10 life by the end of this turn. Or next turn-ish. We'll go ahead and crack this. Penal Library. We're going to grab the Smoldering Marsh. I want to try and get Liliana into play, because if he doesn't have the burn spell for her, then... Ooh, nice. We got a Fleshbag Marauder. So that changes things up a little bit. Now, I'm going to attack for 1. Go ahead and get my attack in. In main phase 2, we're going to play a Zulaport Cutthroat. Okay, alright. And now, pay 3 for the Fleshbag Marauder so that we can try and eliminate his Thunderbreak Regent. Oh, he says okay. He's going to sack that. I'm going to sack that. Drain for 1. Instep. Pay 2 mana. What do you got? Plus another 3 Murder Scud. Okay, he's going to kill the Zulaport outright. Alright. Alright, he's got 5 mana and 4 cards in hand. What's your next play, sir? Sarkin. Alright, that's not a terrible play. Alright, he's just going to make it a Dragon and Swing and drop me down to 7, which is not a bad play. Like, I've got no blockers for it. I can't do anything. And then we've got a Hangerback Walker, which isn't bad. I can play Liliana, come on, and Hangerback. Arguably, I should have played the mtgo Husk in the Hangerback. Attack. It takes 3, so if we attack Sarkin, yeah, I'm just going to attack Sarkin this time. That way he can't use Sarkin to blow up Liliana. Like, or the Hangerback or the Fleshbag or anything. Which he probably has plenty of removal in hand, but like Crackling Doom, Fleshbag is the one that gets sacked, which will cause Liliana to flip. So he's going to have a Draconic Roar. Just attack. Alright. I'm going down to 3 life, which he is dragging until end of turn. So if he's got a Draconic Roar, he could straight up kill me right now. But apparently he does not. And that is fine with me. That is absolutely dandy. I'm going to go ahead and attack 3 at Sarkin, and yeah, 3 there. Alright, I gained 2. Main phase 2. I'm just going to go ahead and play both mtgo Husks. and next turn we can do a giant swing on him. Not only that, but now I can sack the hangerback walker and flip Liliana if he tries to remove her. Crackling Doom. 1, 2. Flip. Create. Zombie. Set the yellow counters to 3. If he's got any 3 damage, like burn spell, he could totally wreck my face right now. But apparently he doesn't. So, awesome. We got a Fleshbag Marauder. That's not exactly what I wanted to see. That's okay, because that means we've got great discard fodder. We can also reanimate the Cutthroat if we wanted to, and I think that is the proper choice. Set counters to 1. Get back Zulaport Cutthroat. We're going to attack for 7. Damage, no blocks, yeah. Alright, he's got an Utter End coming in for the Zulaport Cutthroat. So in response, I'm going to sack the Hangerback to a Husk. Boom. Drain 1. Create Pretty Fun token. Give me a Thopter. Draw arrow. Sack. Drain 1. Now this Husk is a 6/6, so that's 10. And draw an arrow to this. Sack. Drain 1. That puts it up to an 8/8. So we're swinging 10 already. GG. Alright. I wasn't sure if you might have another response, but turns out it doesn't matter. And that's Abzan Rally. I hope you guys have enjoyed this playtest footage and whatnot. If you did, give us a like, a share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We've got more playtesting footage coming up. I've got some other awesome deck ideas coming. I'm going to be showcasing one of 2 decks next, and I'm actually going to make it viewer's choice. Would you guys rather see the green, just straight up Eldrazi ramp, just playing nothing but the giant Eldrazi creatures, or would y'all rather see my like Teamer Elemental deck? Leave your vote down in the comment below. I'm going to give it 2 days for the voting, so what's today? Time's Thursday. It'll be up by Friday. So the votes are gonna need to be in by Sunday, and then Monday I'm gonna start recording footage for whatever deck is chosen. Thanks for watching, Wizards. I'm Tony from SBMTG, and I'll catch you next time.